Welcome, everybody. This is our call to order for our April 24th regular meeting of the Mason County Commission. We are going to begin with a Pledge of Allegiance. And Michael, would you do us the honor, please, of leading us in pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Commissioner District 1, Randy Netherland.
I'm here.
Commissioner District 2, Kevin Schutte.
Here.
And Commissioner District 3, Terry Drexler is absent.
Excellent. Item number 4 is correspondence and organizational business. Do you have any correspondence to come before the commission, please?
Yes. So the Washington State Liquor and Cannabis Board sent liquor license applications for the following: Tugs and Chugs, 13443 West Clallam Road; Harstein Island Community Hall, 3371 East Harstein Island Road North; Port of Hoodsport, 24113 US 101 Suite A in Hoodsport; and Victor Improvement Club, 20 Northeast Victor Road in Belfair. Ann Flynn sent in a letter regarding the Webb Hill Biorecycling Project. Mary Miller and Mike DiMatteo sent in applications for the Mason County Parks and Trails Advisory Board. Washington State University Extension sent in a letter regarding the 2018 budget for the WSU Extension Program in Mason County. Susan Stanley sent in an application for the Mason County Historic Preservation Commission. And FEMA sent in letters regarding changes in base flood elevation for Carroll Point Road, Ayoc Point, Charles and Gail Holcomb, Andrea Miller. And finally, Ken Van Buskirk sent in comments regarding FEMA's comment resolution.
Excellent. Thank you. Item number 4.2, Shelton Substance Abuse Prevention Education Partners Letters to Retailers. Ben?
Yep, Ben Johnson, Mason County Public Health and the Substance Abuse Coalition Coordinator. And I'm happy to be here. A few months ago, we had a young lady in our community who works at the Stop Drug and Alcohol Treatment Center, who is also on our coalition. Her name is Jamie Ellerton. Approached us at the coalition meeting and said we have an issue with people sniffing air duster. And air duster is exactly what you think. It's the stuff that you spray to clean off your computers, and it gets really, really cold, and people will huff it and they get high, and then they throw the cans away and it litters. And we've had some issues over the last few months along with one overdose. So I went out and talked to some of the local retailers. I haven't talked to all of them. A lot of them are selling air duster, and they're selling the little whippets that people get high on. And we have an issue. This letter is going to go to all the store clerks, at least all the ones we feel that sell that. A lot of them don't. About half of them didn't offer the air duster or the whippets. So I'll read the letter. And this has been taken through the steps to get here to be approved so I can actually go face to face with each one of these mini mart owners and whoever's at the counter at the time. Store owner manager, the Shelton Substance Abuse Prevention Education Partners PEP Coalition have a community concern we would like to bring to your attention and feel we could partner with you to make a positive impact in an issue affecting our youth. Our concern is about air duster and similar products that are sold in your store. The city of Shelton and Mason County have seen an increase of air duster abuse. We are specifically alarmed by the increase in what is commonly called huffing. Youth in our community are using the chemicals and air duster to get high, inhaling the product and producing some very serious medical concerns. It is even possible to die from a single inhale of the product due to its ability to affect heart rhythms. At least one huffing overdose has been reported in Mason County in recent months. After confirming the problem with local law enforcement, the Shelton PEP Coalition has begun to conduct outreach to store owners in our community with hopes to provide some community education surrounding this issue. We are contacting you to address our concern about the easy availability of these products. We are asking for your help in prevention by requesting you have some type of lock system, cage, or store products behind the counter to remove the spray cans from easy access of youth who quite often steal them from your stores. Although this may seem like a small gesture, it would be widely supported in the community and could have a positive impact. The cost of the locking system may even be offset by the fact that you would no longer be losing the product to theft. I would be happy to reach out to media if you feel it would be beneficial, explaining how your store has partnered in this prevention effort to help the youth of our community. It's, Coalition Coordinator.
Excellent.
Do you have any questions?
No, I want to let everybody know this is a real and serious issue. It may seem like something you've never heard of before, but we just had a fatality here recently, if I'm not.
Well, it was an overdose. It wasn't a fatality, but it was an overdose.
An overdose. You know, we're talking serious stuff. We have stores where these things are piling up behind the stores after they're being stolen. They're going out there behind the stores and doing it, and it's taken over. It's the new big
And a
thing.
lot of them just have them right on the counter, easy access, and this is my own opinion. I don't think that, you know, why even sell that product in a mini mart, but we're gonna ask them to at least put it back or lock it up.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Any other correspondence coming before the commission? Hearing none, we'll move forward. Item number 5 is your open forum for citizens' input. This is your opportunity to speak to the commission on any issue that's not on the agenda. If it's on the agenda, we ask that you wait and speak about it at that time. There's a 5-minute per person limit, 15 minutes total for everybody, so please make it brief if you do have something to say. With that being said, is there anybody who would like to speak on any item that is not on the agenda? Hearing none, we'll move forward to item number 6, adoption of the agenda.
Mr. Chair, I move adoption of tonight's agenda as presented.
I will second. It has been moved and seconded for the adoption of the agenda as presented. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
The motion carries. Item number 7, approval of the minutes.
Mr. Chair, I move approval of the March 13, 2018 regular meeting minutes as presented.
I second. It's been moved and seconded for the approval of the March 13, 2018 regular meeting minutes. Any further discussion or additions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The motion carries. Next up is item number 8, approval of our action agenda. All items listed under the action agenda will be enacted by one motion unless a commissioner or citizens request it be removed from the action agenda and considered as a separate item. Commissioner, will you please read 8.1 through 8.3? I'll read 8.4 and 8.5.
Sure. Mr. Chair, item 8.1, approval to authorize the Public Works Director to execute the contract agreement with Financial Consulting Solutions Group Incorporated to update and revise the Belfair Sewer Financial Plan and complete an updated financial plan. Item 8.2, approval for Mason County Noxious Weed Control Board to enter into a professional services contract agreement with Hood Canal Coordinating Council's in lieu fee mitigation program. Item 8.3, approval of warrants and treasurer electronic remittances. Claims Clearing Fund warrant numbers 8055365 through 8055571 in the amount of $479,846.47, and that is our grand total tonight.
Item number 8.4, approval of the resolution renaming 0.1% sales and use tax for mental health and substance abuse to treatment sales tax and establishing a collaborative budget development and approval process for the allocations of a treatment sales tax under RCW 82.14.460. Item number 8.5, approval to set a public hearing on May 8, 2018, 9:30 a.m. to consider a $150,000 budget transfer to the 2018 budget auditor election holding fund in order to purchase a new ballot tabulation system. With that being said, now that's been read to you, are there anybody in the audience who has any questions? Is there any item that you would like taken off for a separate vote? Commissioner, any items? Then I will entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I move approval of items 8.1 through 8.5 on tonight's action agenda.
I second. It's been moved and seconded for the approval of the action agenda as presented. Any further comments?
Just 2 quick comments. Appreciate Public Works continuing their partnership with the City of Bremerton on item 8.1 in an effort to update the Belfair Sewer Financial Plan. And then item 8.4, long process from Community Development and Public Health in order to improve the distribution of the 1% treatment sales tax for mental health and substance abuse. So appreciate all the effort on that.
Same here. Well done. With that being said, anything further? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. That brings us up item number 9, the Other business, department heads or elected officials. Are there any department heads who would like to speak on anything at this time? Elected officials, none in the room. That brings us up, we have no hearings, so board reports and calendars in short form. Go ahead.
Mr. Chair, just a quick item from last week. I was pleased to hear that Governor Inslee designated 2 opportunity zones in Mason County. As you and others may remember, we had been working to get this designation for the past month and maybe a little bit more than a month. It's a new program from the federal government created by the Tax Cut and Jobs Act last year, and so we have 2 zones now in Mason County, and in the next couple of weeks the Treasury will be releasing additional guidelines along with how these opportunity zones will then be able to take advantage of the opportunity funds that come along with it. So we'll look forward to getting more information on that. Appreciate everybody's support, Commissioner, yours, as well as our local stakeholders at the EDC. Going forward, meeting tomorrow morning with the Port of Hoodsport and the Department of Transportation about some safety improvements on 101 through Hoodsport. Also have a meeting later in the day with Chief Ryan Sperling from the Sheriff's Office. Have a couple of outstanding issues to talk about with them and him tomorrow afternoon. Then back to Hoodsport for the TIPCAP meeting, also at the Hoodsport Library tomorrow evening. Rest of the week, courthouse security, and then I have a few constituent meetings. Friday morning I have the sheriff's breakfast, and then back Monday for briefings.
I had spoken with the director. What time was that meeting in Hoodsport?
Which one?
The one with the OT.
9 a.m.
9 a.m. So I thought. So I will not be. Please explain to him. I wanted to, but I have a prior commitment.
Sure.
So he asked me if I would. Okay, so this last week I had kind of a hectic one. My wife had surgery, so I tried to spend as much time as I could with her. But we did have the Hawkins Teacher Appreciation Dinner and Night. I attended the Belfair Mobility Forum, met with developers, also met with Peninsula Regional Transportation Organization, had some discussions with the head people of Green Diamond regarding some issues they're having, Port of Allen Commissioner, North Mason Fire Authority, briefings, and then our meeting. As soon as we're done here, I'm going to drive to Belfair and try to catch the end of the MTA forum they're having. I have a Memorial Hall meeting in the morning, North Mason Chamber Luncheon, Cemetery Board meeting with Gold Coast Oyster owners, Fast Pitch Dinner, they're having a big fundraiser, Food and Fellowship briefing, and the Left Board. That brings us back to our regular business. Is there anything further to come before the commission?
No.
Okay, we are at the end of our agenda. If there's no objection, we are adjourned. Hearing none, we're adjourned.